Hello, America. This is John B. Good here on Western News Center at 6. Today is Friday, January 21st, 1958, and tonight we have very exciting news that the Soviets are not the only ones pioneering the final frontier. Just today, at a press conference held at 2 o'clock, 3 leaders of the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which led the project, exclaimed that the mission was complete. A complete success. America has finally joined the Soviets in space. How did they do it? Well, just ask our special guest. Here to enlighten us about this milestone is William Pickering, the director of Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It is an honor to have you here with us.
Well, thank you.
So I hear this satellite was launched just last night around 10 o'clock.
Why, yes, it was.
Well, why didn't we hear about it until now?
Well, you see, I didn't want any mishaps, because the whole world will be watching, and I didn't want there to be a failure and have everybody watching and mocking us.
Okay then, this failure was called the Flopnik for its humiliation. It seems that the Soviets have bested us. Now that you and your team have redeemed America, how do you feel?
Well, see, I just feel incredible about this whole thing, because we've done something nearly impossible, and the Soviets beat us to space, and that's our American thing, is to be the first ones to pioneer a new frontier, and with us doing that first before us, but we just had to have a satellite up to challenge them.
True. Well, the rest of America is proud too. And we all share that same feeling like when an explorer has reached a new land and when you must feel good, and all since this it took so much effort and brains to put together.
Oh, well, yeah, it took tons and tons of people who had lots of brilliance, obviously, and they're all just really, really smart. I'm glad I could have them on a team and work with them. We just worked tirelessly all day, all night, and we had a deadline that we thought we just couldn't pull off.
Well, I understand that there's some kind of device aboard this satellite of yours. What is it?
Oh, you see, it's a device that measures the radiation up in space. See, some scientists thought that radiation was coming in from other things like stars and other galaxies, so we wanted to measure that. And so we put a device up there that told us how much is coming in.
That's very impressive. This has never been attempted before?
No, it has not. Nobody has ever done anything like this. Scientists have thought of radiation coming in, but nobody has ever been able to prove it until now.
So this is a very big deal. And, since this was done by us Americans, we can say that we were credited for discovering this scientific breakthrough. So, the question I pose to you, do you think that this new satellite, the Explorer 1, has more significance than the Russian satellite Sputnik?
Oh, why, yes, of course it does. The Soviets, they just launched a big piece of metal into the sky, and it beeps just to let us know that it's there. It doesn't do anything else. However, our satellite tells us very important scientific information that is invaluable to learning more about the space and the Earth itself.
So, as Americans, we can all agree that our satellite is much better than the Russian Sputnik.
Oh yes, of course.
I question why you and everyone else claims this, though. The Sputnik was the first satellite to go into space, and that is a humongous achievement. No one else in the history of mankind has ever been able to do that.
Correct.
I personally believe that this embarrassment to Americans, because it's part of the American dream and philosophy to be the first to explore or do something astonishing. So I think that the greatest of the Explorer 1 is exaggerated to a certain extent.
Well, you see, I think ours still is better than the Soviets. Nonetheless, we have joined them in the space race, and we finally are able to compete with the Soviets and get back our title of being the first ones to do everything, and that we, America, are the best.
Well, on that, we have run out of time. Thank you for being with us here, Mr. Willie Pickering. It's been an honor.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure being here.
Goodbye, folks, and remember, to look up into the sky at night, you might see a satellite in space. Have a good night.